Hello everyone, this is the 30th of October 2021 and welcome to Via Satoshi and I'm your host. Today we are talking about not your keys, not your crypto. So probably people who are in the space already know what it is, that keys part. And all of you listening to this video already know what's the crypto part. So before we go into the video, I'm actually regularly now starting to make videos on this channel, and thank you for all the people who are subscribing. We are in double digits now, and soon I would like to hit triple digits. Before that, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel because it motivates me to make more videos and share my knowledge with you guys, so you guys can also learn things from me and I can learn things from you as well when you leave your comments. So, what is this not your keys, not your crypto thing? Is it some kind of a cypherpunk kind of thing? It's not. So, in my previous videos, I spoke about how important decentralization is for crypto. For example, we'll take the biggest out of all of them, Bitcoin. It's very important that Bitcoin, was created to give the power back to the masses from the few, the banks and all the other people who manipulate the market, the fancy big money people. Anyway, I'm not against any of them. It's just that I am for ordinary people like you and me to get back the control, the proportional side of things, because almost 1% of the world's population control 90% of all wealth. That's like not proportional whatsoever. Politics aside, let's talk about what is this all about. When Satoshi created his white paper, it was almost 13 years ago. The whole purpose of this is to be trustless. So, we spoke about double spending and all these things. Trustless is very important. So you don't need an intermediary or a third party to process transactions. That's why we have miners with different amount of hash power or computing power all over the world, decentralized on a pseudonymous anonymous ledger. That way everyone can get to do whatever they want to do without anyone controlling any of it. That's how, when China tried to ban everything, Bitcoin just kept growing and growing, and now China is not the leading hash power. Hash power means that, in short terms, I will do another video about it, is that the mining power the computers use. And China mainland was actually one of the largest miner power producers collectively until China banned it, and now it's the US. Anyway, that's aside. So this keys part is that it's like keeping your money at home. So say, for example, you're trusting the bank by putting the money, or I wouldn't say money because that's bad on my side, is not backed by anything, isn't it? So it's currency. So it's the difference between you keeping your currency at home and keeping your currency in a bank. So you're trusting your bank to protect your money, but then if you turn up to the bank and ask them to withdraw the money, they can say no. For various reasons, nefarious reasons. They can say that you involved in fraud, or you are like, we are not sure who you are, so you need to give us the identity and where the money came from. Did you pay the tax? And all kind of malarkey, you know what I mean? Anyone who knows that when they went to take their own money from the bank, they wouldn't ask anything about if you put the money in, but they will only ask when you want to withdraw the money. So that's a bit funny. And also, these banks are now trying to ban people from going into crypto, but they won't ban you from going into gambling. I always curious, why, or like any other things like that. Why wouldn't they ban you when you go into gambling? Because almost all the time you're going to lose the money. And they know that anyway. And they think, oh, crypto is a scam, so don't go into crypto, but you can do gambling. So it's just like, it's bullshit, I would say. Mind my language. So it's all about them, not about us, but just they use the things that suit for them to actually control us. Anyway, that's the side. I'm just going on tangents. So what is the not your keys part? So the bank equivalent of you keeping your crypto in some centralized exchanges. So the whole point of Bitcoin is actually you keep it to yourself, like a key. So no one can actually take it. Or when you go to sleep, when you get up in the morning, they say, oh yeah, that's been hacked, or they've decided not to give you, or the government have just banned them, so they can't withdraw. No one can withdraw any of their crypto from the exchange. This all could happen, and these things happened before. Just be mindful. So say, for example, what is a centralized exchange? Such as Coinbase, you have crypto.com, Bitfinex, Bitmax, and all these kind of people, Binance, most of you heard one of those names at least. So these are the places you can have to do KYC. What is KYC? KYC means know your customer. So you have to give all your details to these exchanges with your selfies, actually. So they exactly know who is buying what. At least that's okay. But then if you leave your crypto in those exchanges, then your private keys are under their control. So you are trusting them to keep your crypto. And they can decide not to give you your crypto back. I'm not saying they will do that, but there's a very good likelihood that the exchanges can be hacked. And all these exchanges, people say, oh, they have a lot of insurance. So the maximum amount of insurance I've seen in the cryptocurrency exchanges is I think around 750 million US dollars, and that's crypto.com. And this insurance side of things is very complicated, but just for example, if you have 10% of your Bitcoin, like say for example, people who hold all the Bitcoins, 10% of them are on an exchange, that's already like 150 billion US dollars. And these insurances cover 750 million. That's peanuts. So if it's get hacked and you lose your crypto, it's only covered up to 350 million, or in crypto.com's case, up to 750 million, and certain other exchanges, different number, say 1 billion. So that's nothing. And you are just like expecting for the worst case scenario. And most of these insurances are actually are with the London Lloyd's and their subsidiaries. So they are just double insured sometimes. So when it goes to claims only, how these things are happening, you will know. I know this is very daunting. The simple thing to do about this is 3 ways. You have 3 ways to save your crypto. So when you buy it, you can withdraw it straight away into a cold wallet, a hot wallet, or a paper wallet. So what is a cold wallet? Cold wallet means anything you hold on your phone, like an app. You can just like download an app for Bitcoin wallets, and you can transfer them into the addresses. Just make sure, I will talk about the cons in a minute, you just transfer those to the right wallet. You can't just transfer Ethereum to a Bitcoin wallet and Bitcoin to an Ethereum wallet, because you will lose your crypto and you will never be able to get it back, because that's the part that you need to be very careful about. And a hot wallet is something like a hardware wallet. What is a hardware wallet? So hardware wallets have these seed phrases, these keys that we are talking about. They are like combination of numbers and letters. But I will break this down in a different video. So they will probably have around 12 different letters, or 18 or 24. It depends on which hardware wallet you're going for. And those numbers or keys, you need to write them down, and you have to make sure that no one else knows that. So no pictures on camera, don't save it on your phone, write them down, pen and paper, keep them very carefully. If you can, do 2 copies of it. If something happens, if fire comes, or flooding or whatever, and you tend to lose one of the copies, you have the other, because if you lose those keys, you will never be able to recover your crypto. You probably heard stories where people lose millions of dollars of cryptos because they just lost the keys and the computer got dumped. And the paper wallet is the same thing. It's just that you don't have any kind of way to check your balances. You just write down all your keys on a paper, and then you can recover that anywhere in the world. You just go to a computer, recover a wallet, and enter these seed phrases. It'll just tell you your balance. So as long as you remember your numbers or the keys, the letters, you should be able to recover it anywhere. No one can stop you from taking theoretically $1.5 trillion worth of Bitcoin across the border. But if you take gold, like people compare Bitcoin and gold as preservation of value, you wouldn't be able to take it more than probably half a kilo worth of gold, because they will notice it in the airport, and you have customs and all these things. And the whole purpose of you're running with your wealth. That's the last thing is going to happen. But I'm not against gold. I'm just telling you the pros of Bitcoin. Anyway, there's in an investor's portfolio, there's a place for both Bitcoin and gold and other assets. I always tend to argue or advocate for a very spread portfolio, because it's a better idea to spread your risks between different assets and hedging against different assets. Okay, so what are the cons? The cons are, yeah, you can't just forget password. That's the thing. If you forget your password, you can't just like go and click forget password and recover your password, because that's not going to happen, because your seed phrases are your password. Once you lose it, it's gone. So you have to be really careful about this. You have to double think about it. Some people think that, okay, it's rather better to trust these exchanges than trust yourself. But the whole point of trustless systems is to actually trust yourself, learn yourself about these things. You can start it with small amounts and see how it goes for you. Is it daunting? And that way you can actually get to manage these things. And crypto's fundamental is all about, you have to keep it to yourself. Don't trust anyone. So that is all about, not your keys, not your crypto. I'm pretty sure the people who are listening to me, most of them have some kind of crypto left in exchanges. We'll talk about how to secure your cryptos in a more efficient way, or staking, or people actually lending cryptocurrencies, and what's that all about, and these things in another video. Until then, thank you for listening to this video, and thank you for your support. And again, please subscribe and like my videos, and also leave your comments so I can make better and more informative and educational videos. And also let me help you this way, that and it's knowledge shared, and shared knowledge is always a great thing. Okay, until then, good luck investing and stay safe. Don't fall for scams. Thank you.